episode of Indian with the Bros. We welcome you back for another episode on this special day. Because guess what? Halloween is tomorrow. From the day of posting. Tomorrow. It's going to be Halloween.
Tomorrow. You know it sucks holding this Topo Chico glass with these gloves. It's kind of soft and everything. I'm trying to go with the vibe, man. You're just wearing a hat. I'm wearing a hat with Stitch. I'm Stitch, guys. I'm trying to drink this, and it's kind of...
It's giving like you're confused and you don't know what you want to be.
I'm everything, baby. I'm everything. I'm spooky Stitch. Drunk Stitch.
No, this is not our costumes for Halloween, if that's what you're wondering. What are we being for Halloween? I have no idea. I really don't really dress up for Halloween, so... But I've always been like that. Always been 3 to 4 years, like, I'm not dressing. And you heard it. You heard it in the previous podcast that why am I going to spend money on a costume for Halloween? So, for 1 year.
Me, I try to make up a costume.
Pause. You know what they need to do? Rent a costume. If you could rent a costume for Halloween, I think that would be such a good, maybe like a better investment.
But you know you can rent a costume at the Renaissance Festival, right?
That's a Renaissance Festival.
But you're talking about for Halloween?
Yeah, like Halloween.
For trick-or-treating?
Yeah. Mom and Dad rent a costume.
I don't know about that now, because you know what people have, probably renting out, they got lice, something, who knows, bed bugs.
We rent suits. Why can't you rent a costume?
I don't know, man. You
pay your deductible, and if you mess it up, then you don't get a deductible back, and whatever you paid for the rent stays.
Goes versus the suit.
Goes versus the replacement of the costume.
But what will you wear?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. Sorry, I'm not cussing when you just talk. Cut. Just kidding.
No filter.
No filter.
This is for the kids watching right now for trick-or-treating.
Actually, it shouldn't even be for the kids. If you're a kid, you should be asleep or you should be at school and worry about your damn self.
And you shouldn't be watching this because it doesn't make any sense for you watching a podcast. You probably don't even know what a podcast is. But guess what? It's a podcast. Welcome to the podcast episode, guys, of the Halloween Spooky Edition, of part 2 of Indian Known with the Bros. I have to recap it because, you know, Christian sometimes, dude, very nauseous. He forgets sometimes.
Yes.
That's you wearing the goofy hat.
Yes.
It's goofy.
Shut the hell up.
Where's me, man? But welcome back. I just finally watched Weapons. If you haven't seen Weapons, it is a horror movie about the kids.
I never finished it.
You know what it's about?
Kids.
What else?
Sticks. A woman, a witch, water.
Parasite.
Sticks. You know what was crazy about Weapons? The guy killed his own lover with his head. He face smashed him, y'all. He just pow, like crazy. Y'all don't think that was creepy?
Spoilers, guys. If you haven't watched it, it's on HBO Max. Just give a heads up. You can rent it out on DVD and all that good stuff.
Yeah, just.
But you know why, right?
He was possessed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because of the old lady. Gladys.
She got a stick, like,
she's a
grabbed
witch,
it and cracked it and killed him and dropped it in water. And
they even talked about she's like a parasite. That's why she wanted more bodies. Because she feels sick, but she was trying to get better. That's Aunt Gladys, man.
That's scary.
Do you even see how it ended?
No.
The girl?
Yeah. Tell me about it.
All right, how far you went in the movie? That's the main thing.
I went as far as the part where they were talking about where I think it was just the little boy part. So when the parents were stabbing their face, I'm like, this looks inappropriate. Stabbing their face.
So
don't be dirty. They had a fork and they were stabbing their
mom
face.
used this, for example.
Yeah.
Like this, like that.
Clack, 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 clack.
Okay, so in the movie, at the ending, right? So back to my explaining of how the movie ends. Spoiler again for everyone that haven't watched Weapons. This is how it went. This is how it went down. In the movie Weapons, the teacher lady and the dad is looking for his kid. They went to the other kid's house. Alex's house, that's the little boy's name. They finally went there, and what do you think? It's too sweet, huh?
I think it's all right.
Okay. We'll get to that in a little bit. So they went inside. the witch was doing her own thing. I don't know. I think she was downstairs with the kids in the basement because she has all the kids down there. So there's assault. The two went over to assault, and the crackhead and the police attacked the two main characters. The little boy went upstairs, went over to assault too. He got attacked by his parents. The little boy found the stick. Got what's her name? Gladys got her hair on the stick. Boom, boom, boom. Cracked it. And every single one of the little kids, all the little kids went after Gladys and killed her. They ripped her in half, dude. Got her jaw.
That's crazy. Are kids that strong? Are kids that strong to do that? Well, she's old.
And she's a witch. 1,000 years old. Baggy.
How do you know she's 1,000?
You can kind of tell.
That's scary.
Yeah, that's basically how the ending was. That's what happened. The little boy went to another aunt that he has, stay with her. Their parents went to a vegetable state, and the little kids, like, they all been found. Some could talk, and some still can't because they're trying to drain off his life force, like a parasite. They even talk about parasites in the whole movie.
I know. I saw parasites.
Like the little ant with the little
fungus. With the fungus.
Yeah.
Don't you think that's crazy? Like that like there are animals like that take control of other people, of animals.
It wasn't. It was fungus.
Yeah, I mean, but you can think about like a fungus can do that, but like how animals can get manipulated, or like can we as people can we get manipulated and can we die like that?
Yeah, it's called drugs.
Yeah, but that's a drug. No, but that's a drug.
It's called drug and liquor.
No, but like let's say. What's the food chain? I know that we're up there. However, like, what if like there's something else out there, out in the universe,
in the unknown,
another animal out there, like or like some creature, alien, if you want to say, has like I don't know, like example, a siren. If a siren was real, she could control us with her voice, right?
Siren,
mermaid.
What is a mermaid? Fish people, Aquaman. Little Mermaid, siren.
If a siren could do that, wouldn't you think that's actually like scary?
That'd be crazy.
Because then, I guess in terms of giving it, okay, so what is a human's weakness? What can you do to control a human? An ant could get controlled by fungus.
Controlled by voice.
Fishes could get attracted by a lure of light, like y'all don't think about that?
Huh? And with the siren,
yeah, and a siren would be like she could sing. So like, what other creature could be out there and they play a decibel and we're all just like zombie states and I don't know. Food for thought.
It's like let's get him into this.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to burp into the mic.
You're sick, dude.
I'm sorry.
You're sick.
That's the butterbeer.
All right, now butterbeer.
Anyways,
so
sorry.
So what we're drinking right now, we're drinking some butterbeers right here. I see you looking at me over there. Get back in that room. Get. Hey, you want to see the rest of this? Check out the video.
Who are you talking to?
Who you think I'm talking to?
Dad?
No.
Mom?
The other one that doesn't want to get in any of the videos.
Mom?
Yeah.
Don't listen to her.
Now she's like that.
Mother, stay over there. Anyways, the butterbeer. He said it was too sweet on the last episode. Honestly,
I didn't mention it on the last episode.
I thought you did. I thought you mentioned it to someone. But we were talking about the freezing machine.
Oh yeah,
you did.
It's sweet, man. For me, it's sweet.
I mean, it's kind of sweet, but like it's not.
You need to spike it up.
Either spike it up, but it's not like my favorite.
It won't be your go-to.
Yeah, it's not my go-to.
No.
Yeah, no, it's not my go-to.
That's what I'm drinking right now because it's part of the Halloween Spooky
For
Dookie
Harry Potter. You're Harry
Part
Potter
2.
fans.
Yeah, get that.
Get with it.
Get some of that with some of that foam. I don't know what that foam's called, but get that foam.
I think it's just foam.
Oh. Well, cream, it'd be fine. Try it like that. That's Harry Potter. Boom. Knockoff version.
Yeah, okay, so I was trying to do like a Reddit moment and like, let's read some Reddit stories. But like, these stories are too long and I'm sorry, I don't want to read a long ass novel to find some Reddit stories for y'all because That's just too much time. And the one most recent I found was about a scary person or scary story that it's 100% true. Okay. This one says, "Hi, my name is Sarah." It's always a Sarah, y'all. "I would call it creepy more than scary. But my mom's friend has a small house and lived alone.
She's a widow.
She noticed weird things: a batch of soup depleting faster than usual, missing eggs, damp towels in the hamper when she hadn't used any, extra dishes in the dishwasher, etc."
And someone living in the house.
Don't ruin the story, goddamn.
It's common sense.
Hey,
you said it.
This went on for months. She thought she was being forgetful, and one day she heard some thumping around in her attic and went to investigate. Okay, my thing is like, if someone was, okay, we live in Texas. If someone was in the attic, I feel like they would die. Like, ain't no way in hell someone will be all right to live in the attic.
Nah, it's possible.
But how hot it is,
Go through it.
I would not suffer. I could not. That the attic's about like 100 and something degrees up there. Why would anyone? If anything, why would anyone want to be up there? Unless the attic's like fully insulated. Well, I get it.
Who knows? Probably insulated or something like that. Because like the morning time, you're there. Then you leave for work. The house is empty. Pretty sure whoever lives in the attic is gonna go down from this attic and do what he wants to do around the house.
But I mean, it would still be hot at night. If the attic baked, okay.
Well,
so
yeah, at nighttime you could go sneak down if you're quiet.
if we're asleep,
Yeah.
that's why I stay up late.
No,
because I have access to my attic. So my room, there's attic access, and I'd be listening. I'd be hearing everything at night.
Yeah,
so I'd be trying to listen.
Because there's a thing not on Reddit, but I saw a buzz on YouTube. Like someone had like cameras trying to see what's going on. And I guess it's like an apartment in a sense, like the big old vents. Like someone was in the vents, getting out, eating, and it's all recorded. Like some kind of hobo, homeless woman, or somebody get down from the vents, eat, boom, 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 do what they gotta do, and then go back in the vents. And they caught on the camera.
Hell no. So she heard something in the attic and went to investigate. She found some makeshift living quarter, small radio, hot plate, sleeping bag, pillow, food wrappers, etc. She called the cops, who came to keep an eye on the place. They ended up catching a homeless man climbing a tree, trying to sneak into her attic window. And he's been doing that almost on a daily. He would wait for her to go to work, then go downstairs to help himself to food and amenities. The funny part about the story is that they got to get to know each other throughout the ordeal, and the guy was actually very respectful. Huh? Just wait, what?
So, if I'm getting this right, homeless man sneaks into a house, right? Homeless man's been doing it for however long she's been
on a daily.
On a daily, every single month. Cops find homeless man. Mom that's by herself was freaked out homeless man. But they argue with each other. So he still does that, the homeless man?
I don't know. I didn't say all that. I'm just getting barely started. It says he would wait for her to go to work and then go downstairs to help himself to food and amenities.
Right.
And then they go, the funny part about this story is that they got to know each other throughout the ordeal, and the guy was actually very respectful, just down on his luck. So he was respectful but just broke. Sorry, I think that's what they're trying to say. She didn't press charges, instead let him move in. That is crazy. If you were sneaking into my house using my bills and stuff and then be like, oh well, hey, come live with me. No. Because you're stealing, and now it's like, now
I have a lot to say on this part. That's stupid.
I don't even think this is creepy. This sucks. This story sucks.
That is stupid. I would not let that happen in my own house. Nah, man. How you trust a person? You're like the whole monster series. You got Ed Gein, the Jeffrey Dahmer, the Manette, like serial killer psychopaths. How you know what he is? He's probably a rapist or something like that. Probably a serial killer, drug addict.
They said he was respectful, so
I don't give a damn, dude. I wouldn't trust it. Would you?
I wouldn't. Especially you're in my attic. My thing's like, I don't know. So he moved in, helped him get a job, and he lived in the attic until he got back on his feet. And then they say creepy shit with a happy ending. No.
So he's still living in the attic?
He did until he got back on his feet. That's what we're told. This story actually.
That Reddit story sucks, man.
That Reddit story sucks.
It's spooky time. I
Sorry,
want a more spookier story. I want something that give me nightmares or something like that.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm very bad at reading. So when I'm reading, like I gotta like go real slow, and then if not, I'll start mixing words up, and then I end up skimming.
Do you want me to read it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's see. My husband has already been a horror fan. Yeah, ever since I was a child, I've been a fan. But they're so long. Like, look, this is a whole goddamn novel. You want to read it?
This one?
Yeah.
Oh man, let me see this.
My husband brought in a Ouija board at home.
All right. A Ouija board. Let me put these gloves off. I don't need to wear this no more. Let put this right here. Give him my beer.
We're gonna be here for a minute, y'all. I'm sorry.
All right.
Thank you for joining us on the Halloween special with the bros.
Halloween special with bros with Stitch, Maniac. I don't know. I'm Stitch. Stitch on crack, and then we got Goofy Hoopy with a little bit of Droopy. All right.
Stupid.
So that's what's going on. Let me take a little sip.
First Reddit story. I'm sorry. I give that I give it a 1 out of 10.
I give it about a 0. 'Cause I knew what was gonna happen.
He basically, he did call it at the beginning. He's like, someone lived in the attic. It's gonna take a while, so y'all get comfortable.
Get ready for this, all right? I am reading, it's from Reddit. It's my husband brought a Ouija board home. It changed our lives forever. Title. You're ready for a long ride. My husband Connor and I have always been huge horror aficionados ever since I was a child. I've been a fan of the gruesome and the macabre. Almost anything goes, almost. Connor knows that I only have one rule when it comes to Halloween. No clowns and absolutely no Ouija boards.
That's mom. I feel like mom, like, she don't mind it. She does want nothing but an Ouija board. Like, we cannot bring
don't bring it, don't even play with it. Don't even mention it. Not even a video game.
Yeah.
Not in the house, not in the yard, not in the forest behind our home. But apparently, even though I've been drilling it into him since we started dating, that was too difficult for him to understand. Hey babe, I'm home, Connor said, tossing his keys into the bowl by the door. Welcome back, I replied from my place on the couch.
Sorry.
That's the Ouija board kicking in. So you never guessed what I won as a prize as work today, he said as he rounded the corner. My heart dropped a second, came into view. No, get out of my house. I snapped, pointing to the door. Connor's expression dropped, the Ouija board falling to his side. But I thought it'd be fun, just this once. I made direct eye contact with him, a raging fire in my eyes. Connor, you know how I feel about the Ouija boards. I had a traumatic experience when I was a kid. Now please do as I ask and get it out of this house.
Traumatic.
I don't want that thing anywhere near me.
Traumatic? What do you think happened? She got
probably possessed. All right.
I think she probably got in contact with some demons.
Probably.
Okay.
Connor sighed. Fine, you win. That's going back into my truck.
Weak. He didn't throw a battle.
He just said
he folded.
He folded, man. He disappeared from view. I picked up my wine glass and took a large swig. I love that man.
She said that?
Yeah, I love that man. But he really knows how to push my buttons. It says it right here on the script. I'm reading exactly what I'm reading.
Okay.
We both had off work the next day. We were each hanging out with separate friend groups, so I didn't know what he was up to. I trusted him. Part of me wishes I hadn't. His poor decision that night changed our lives forever. When Connor got home, It was nearly 3 in the morning. The kids had spent the night at their grandparents' house, so just the two of us. I thought that maybe after Connor tumbled into bed, we might have a little time to be intimate.
She said 3 in the morning. Come here. Give me some. She wanted some.
Give me some sugar, honey. I was dead wrong. I was already lying down by the time Connor walked through the door. I had been snuggled under the covers with the lights off, doom scrolling on Instagram and waiting to make sure that he made it home safely. I listened as the front door opened and shut, and I hear the faint creak of the stairs.
Did they put that?
No, I
I was gonna say, God damn.
You gotta be immersive right now, right? We're all immersed. Okay. It sounded like he was trying to be quiet, which I appreciated. He was being considerate because I might be asleep.
He pretty.
Now I know that wasn't the reason. The foot stops just outside the room. I heard shuffling as if someone was pacing back and forward. I kept expecting the door to open and for my husband to be standing there. A big goofy grin plastered across his face, but that didn't happen.
Disgusting. We're sorry, y'all. This butterbeer is actually making me burp a lot.
I wanted to yell out to him and turn on the bedside lamp, but it felt wrong. I couldn't shake that feeling that if I took my eyes off the door for even a second, something bad was going to happen. I don't know how long I sat there in the dark, illuminated by nothing but my phone screen. Then, just as I thought my heart might explode from anticipation, it happened. The doorknob started to turn. The door creaked open, and I could make out the silhouette of my husband standing in the entryway.
Okay, I thought it was someone else.
He didn't say a word to me. He bolted over to the bed, kicked off his shoes, and threw himself beneath the covers, facing the wall. I was stunned. It all happened so fast.
Okay, so he put himself in timeout.
And basically, because he played with a Ouija board, which you're not supposed to play or make fun of it, inside his damn house in his kid's bedroom in bed.
Is that what happened? Did you read ahead?
No.
Okay, I was like, no.
I'm just guessing, man. Like, how the hell, man? You probably possessed. You seen the Conjuring series? The Conjuring, the Insidious, the Exorcist.
It's always in a Ouija board. It always has to be some type of board.
Paranormal Activity was a Ouija board. Damn.
It's always a board. They always had to bring in a board.
There's always something like that, man.
You know what's surprised? Barnes & Noble sells Ouija boards.
I ain't buying that.
I know, but it's there.
Y'all could buy that.
That's crazy.
Don't bring that to my house.
It's there.
Y'all have fun with that. I don't want to see none of it. I'll watch it from a video, like a little fake game. But don't bring the real deal here. Not even a fake one. Because they made a fake one and The Conjuring 2.
So you think if I put like a triangle over my keyboard on my
Hell no, man,
house,
get out.
you think that would work as a Ouija board?
And that's you. Maybe haunting your room, not me.
Okay, what happened? So he threw himself in timeout. That's where we're at right now. Okay, continue.
Honey, is everything okay? He didn't answer. He just nodded his head. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was deeply wrong. This behavior wasn't like the Connor that I knew. I stared at him, waiting for him to say something, to give me some sort of explanation, but he didn't move. He just stayed there, still as a statue.
Okay.
I didn't take my eyes off him until I heard him start to snore. Eventually, I lulled myself into a false sense of security. I had to in order to go to sleep. I told myself that Connor was just wasted. His friends didn't drink quite a bit when they hang out. That thought helped. I messed up. Sorry, my dyslexia kicked in. That thought helped put my mind at ease until the next morning. I awoke to find his side of the bed empty. The smell of bacon wafting upstairs from the kitchen immediately caught my attention. My assumption about him must have been correct. Connor was hungover and needed something greasy food to get himself back to normal.
Okay.
I took my time getting ready before meeting him to the kitchen. He had his back to me when I took a seat at the table. A plate full of bacon sitting beside him on the counter. "Morning," he said, flipping a pancake. "Morning. You want to tell me what all that was about last night?"
What kind of voice? Morning.
Mommy gets a character?
Yeah, let's hear it.
"Morning. You want to tell me what all that was about last night?" I replied, eyeing him. He turned to face me, his brows furrowed. What do you mean? What do you want me? What do you mean? What I mean? You came up to our room last night acting really weird. You didn't say a word to me, and then you went to sleep with your clothes on. She wanted that dick.
She did say she wanted to be intimate.
Yeah.
She did mention.
Come on, guys, context clues. Come on.
Okay, what happened?
Huh? I don't remember that. Must have been more drunk than I thought. There it was. I had no reason to worry. Thought so. How did the boys' night go? I asked, standing to brew myself a cup of coffee. Decent. We got wasted, played with that damn Ouija board I won. Don't worry. I left it at Mike's house. My stomach dropped. Oh, really? And did you contact anything? I dreaded his answer. My throat had gone dry, and I suddenly found myself clinging to everywhere. I thought we did at one point, but I'm pretty sure it was just Aaron moving the placenta, that diamond, the triangle. He moved the triangle thing. I don't know what the hell that's called. He tried to pretend like it was his entity called Mr. Pibb. So stupid, right? A cold sweat enveloped my entire body at that mention of that name. I had to sit down to stop myself from passing out. No, I muttered, heads in my hands. This can't be happening, not again. Man, how long is this story, man?
I told you it's a novel.
Damn, bro. Gosh. I thought it was done. All right, where was I at? All right. Damn. That's long. Connor seemed okay after that. For the next week, I searched for an indication that he wasn't right. Something to clue me in that this thing had returned. I watched him like a hawk. The only thing I was ornate was that Connor stayed in the bathroom for a suspiciously long time one day after work. But it turned out that it was just constipation from the Taco Bell he ate at lunch.
Yeah, I don't eat Taco Bell. You see, this is why I don't eat that. I don't eat Taco Bell.
Hey, man, there's moments when
demons got him with the Taco Bell. I don't eat Taco Bell.
What was it like from a scary movie? What you put in the seeds? Ah! That's what happened, man. After a whole week passed, I believe that Friday night was just a fluke. I should have been more careful. I came home that Monday after a grueling shift, ready to turn on a rom-com and pour myself a glass of Cabaret. I'm home! I shot a kick out of my shoes. I received no response. That was odd. The kids should have been there, and Connor's car was in the driveway.
Okay.
I rounded the corner to the kitchen, brows knitted in confusion. My heart dropped when I found Alice and Tommy sitting at the table.
They had an Ouija board.
Their face pale as sheets.
Why? Dad's dead.
Mom, Tommy whispered. His voice was low as he was afraid to speak too loudly. What is it, sweetie? What was wrong?
The board's there.
I said, rushed over to him. It's Daddy.
He's possessed.
Alice interjected. She was choking back tears. He's been really scary. He told us to stay here and wait for him to get done. I was silent blanket in a cold wave of dread. I didn't like where this is going. He didn't hurt you, did he? I asked, studying their expressions. They're both shook their head and nose.
Them. Dad hurt them.
I breathed a sigh of relief. All right. I'll go see what's wrong. Don't worry, okay? I won't let anything happen to you.
Period.
They shared a glance before giving me a grim nod. Mm-hmm. Adrenaline coursed through my veins as I proceeded toward my room. Just to be safe, I grabbed the baseball bat lying by the door that Tommy had forgotten to put away.
She's gonna beat her old man.
My heart pounded in my chest with each step I climbed. I didn't know what I was going to find when I opened that door, but it certainly was not the scene that I walked into. I eventually reached the top landing and stood outside my bedroom. I pressed my ears to the door and listened, but I couldn't hear anything. Come on, Hannah. Just get over with. It'll all be over soon. I mustered up every ounce of courage I had, and I burst into the room. I was shocked at what I saw. My husband stood in front of the vanity mirror. He was applying a fresh layer of clown makeup. His face was stark white, with black streaks running down from his eyes like he'd been crying motor oil. He wore a polka-dotted jumpsuit with a red, scraggly wig and big floppy shoes. This couldn't be happening. It had to be some kind of nightmare. The second I answered, I froze and he turned towards me.
So he's a clown.
Bro, he's it the clown, bro.
That's basically what it's saying. So he went to play the Ouija board, but the husband's actually a down low clown. He's a clown on a DL.
Oh, hey, what's that serial killer? The one's like a cloud? Charlemagne? No, Gacy?
Is that the guy who ate a bucket of KFC and strawberries?
What?
The one of the clown, like the serial clown killer who ate KFC, or the
For the
serial
last
killer?
meal?
Yeah, for the last meal.
I think so.
Ted Bundy?
No, not Ted Bundy.
I don't know the names.
It's Gacy, right? Look up serial killer clown. Name is Gacy, right?
Gacy, John Wayne Gacy.
John Wayne Gacy. Yeah.
John Wayne Gacy last meal. I think he's the one who ate KFC last meal. Hold on, I looked this up real quick. John Wayne Gacy's for John Wayne Gacy's last meal was fried chicken with fries, some shrimp, and a bowl of strawberries.
Damn. All right.
Sorry, just side note. I just thought about that right now. I'm thinking about what it is. Okay, back to it. The husband's a clown.
All right, husband's a clown. The clown began to giggle. It's been such a long time, Annie. It's good to see you again.
Who's Annie? Annie's the wife?
Yeah.
I thought her name was Hannah.
I'm reading what it says.
Oh, well, you said
it said Annie.
But you said, "Come on, Hannah, get inside," right?
Yeah.
Okay.
He was using Connor's vocal cords, but the voice was not the one I knew.
The clown. Well, never mind. I don't know.
It was a higher pitch, yet soft, like an entertainer speaking to a child. All the color drained from my face. I raised my base, prepared to swing. That's not my name. You give me my husband back. You sick. Hey, it's a part of the thing, right? The thing wearing my Connor's skin frowned. Its big red lips drooping animatedly.
Animated.
Annie, is that really the way to treat your long lost pal? Mr. Pibb missed you. I couldn't take it anymore. I swung as hard as I could. Tears blurring my vision. I missed, lurching forward as the bat crashed into the bed frame. I instantly knew that I messed up, because a second later, I felt the cool, sharp glint of a blade against my throat. Listen here.
He had a shank?
Yeah. Listen here. You'll do what Mr. Pibb asks, or he will drive the tip of the knife into your skull while your children watch. You really want that, Annie?
This has to be fake. Like, there's no way in hell.
My breath bit me. My breath hit in my throat. No. Good girl, he said. Show me a way downstairs now. I immediately thought to call the cops, but he was right behind me. I couldn't get to my phone without him seeing. Instead, I was forced to march down the stairs and over the table where my children sat petrified. The clown led me to my chair beside Tommy while he claimed one beside Alice. My heart shattered for my baby girl. I couldn't imagine how scared she must have been. Hello again, kids. Mr. Pibb is happy to see you. He didn't receive a response. I said, he growled, pounding his fist onto the table. Mr. Pibb is here to see you. He scowled at my children, who each wore a horrified expression. I'm happy to see you, Mr. Pibb. Tommy murmured, avoiding eye contact. Good. Was that so hard? His large, exaggerated smile returned as it had never left. Tommy shook his head. Now, Annie, if you be so kind, will you get Mr. Pibb a glass of water? He's parched. I nodded. Oh, this is Mom saying it. My bad. Before I stood, I slipped Tommy my phone under the table, praying he didn't know what to do. Tommy's a smart kid. He was our only shot.
But he wasn't that smart, I bet.
Did you children know that your mom and Mr. Pibb were on television together? Annie was the star of the show. Though I wanted to scream with every fiber of my being, I didn't utter a peep. I simply poured a glass of water and walked back to the table. This thing, it was using my husband as a vessel to get me. I just had to play into a little game, and everything would turn out okay, right?
No, wrong.
Mr. Pibb, Tommy said, his voice shaky. Yes, Tommy. He replied, turning his attention to my son. Can I go to the bathroom? Our captor thought it over. Eyes shining to the ceiling, knife tapping absent-mindedly against his chin. Mr. Pibb supposed that That would be alright, but hurry back. You wouldn't want to miss out the fun. Tommy nodded, then threw it away. I didn't like he really had to pee. I couldn't have been more proud in that moment. But then I was reminded of the task at hand. I returned to the table and handed the glass of water to the clown who had my daughter at night point. I watched as he took a sip. Then my heart dropped. His face immediately twisted and a deep frown overtook his
She tried to poison the water.
He shot from his chair, locking eyes with me. Yeah.
She put something in it. Huh?
Pretty sure, yeah. We're almost there.
Are we almost there?
Yeah. Yeah. This is warm. While breaking eye contact, he smashed the glass on the floor.
Oh.
Try again. I showed myself did what he asked. I waited for the water to get cold. Then I threw in a couple of ice cubes from the freezers for good measures. My hand shook as he handed over the new glass. The clown greedily snatched it up. He downed the entire thing, ice cubes and all, before looking me directly in the eyes. Much better. He grinned. Something in that smile felt deeply sinister. It only grew wider as he smashed the second glass on the ground. Take off your shoes.
So
what?
Wasteful.
Take off your shoes. Yeah.
To her?
Yeah.
Oh, hell. He made her step in the glass.
He repeated in a sickly sweet sing-song voice. But I did as I was asked. I don't take them off. You're making Mr. Pibb very angry.
Take them off.
You wouldn't want that now, would you? He asked, his eyes falling to Alice. I shook my head, no. I stripped off my shoes and tossed them aside. Socks too? I could feel the blood pounding in my ears as I obeyed his command. Now walk, he said, pointing to the room over that twisted grin so wide that his face paint was cracking. Please don't make me do this. I swear. Tears swelling in my eyes. Don't make Mr. Pibb repeat himself. Walk. I glanced at him through the tears blurring my vision. He was standing beside Alice's chair now, knife on the full display. I had to do this. I couldn't let him hurt my daughter. I took a deep breath, closed my eyes, and plunged my bare foot forward into the hundreds of glass shards littering the floor. My eyes shot back, open as the pain seared through my foot like lightning.
Did you know, fun fact, sorry, that your feet actually has more sensitive and has a lot more receptors on there? That your feet are very sensitive.
Oh, yeah. I know. I learned the hard way.
Fun fact, in case you didn't know, your feet could feel pain a lot more than like anywhere else in your body.
Yep. I stepped on a nail before. I stepped on some rocks for a good mile. I had a giant blister in my foot, real bad. I'm very tickled.
You walk barefooted when you stepped on a mile?
To go to the beach.
You're dumb. You're so dumb.
Yeah. Because you said it was like right there. But yeah. I done that. Like the pedicure, so like the whole thing, I can't do that. I start laughing. But this is me.
Sorry to interrupt. Let's continue. I don't know. I just thought about it. I'm like, yeah, your feet's very sensitive. So yeah, I can know why she's in pain.
All right. So where was I at?
Her feet bearing up, eyes welling. She's like, no, don't do it. And she's like, all right, I'm gonna do it. And she closed her eyes.
Keep going, the clown demanded. The ear glimmered in his eyes, made me want to vomit. He was relieving in this. I gritted my teeth and leaned on the table for support. I motioned to place my hurt foot back down. I didn't get the chance. Not that one. Now it's time to put your best foot forward, he crackled. His boisterous laugh reverberating off the floors. No one else so much as a twitch. I turned back to find a knife pressed to Alice's side. His eyes were wide and her bottom lip was trembling. I didn't have a choice. I applied pressure to my injured foot and debilitating pain roaring through every synapse. I leaned even harder on the table, grateful at least for that tiny blessing. I hovered my right foot over the broken glass for a moment. Before I took the next step, I released an audible shriek as my right foot was sliced to ribbons. A pool of blood had blossomed around me.
That's disgusting.
Mingling with the spilled water and glass fragments, everything hurts. I nearly collapsed, but somehow remained standing. I glared back at the sadistic clown holding a knife to my daughter's neck. Very good, Annie. I hated that voice. I hated him. But that phrase, as much as I loathed it, gave me a little sense of comfort. Maybe he was satisfied. Maybe that was it. No, do it again.
Oh,
Cold dread swallowed me like a python. This couldn't be happening. Huh? You heard me. Mr. Pibb said, do it again. Stars swam my vision as I glanced back at the mess on the floor. I was losing a lot of blood. I didn't know how much I would take.
She's gonna pass out.
I turned, wincing at the glass shards shifted beneath my feet, my flesh, and I prepared to follow his command. The pain was so immobilizing that I felt I was going to pass out. I lifted my left foot, droplets of blood falling to the ground. I squeezed my eyes shut and, please, drop your weapon. And that sound was so music to my ear. I looked at the tiny thing in my husband's body. His smile had melted into a deep frown. But we were having so much fun. Oh well, goodbye, Annie, from now. I watched as the menacing glint left his eyes. His demeanor changed in an instant. The clown blinked a couple of times, then his eyes fell to the knife. He seemed shocked to be holding it. He let it slip to the floor as the officers moved in. Hannah, what's going on? Why is there so much blood on the floor? Why am I wearing this? A new kind of horror struck me in that moment. My Connor was back. The sweet, loving husband and father that I knew, and he was being led away in cuffs. It's been 2 months since Connor's arrest, and I'm still having trouble processing what happened. It took a long time.
Couldn't she just be like, don't press charges?
I
don't think you can.
Yeah. I needed stitches, and if I had to stay off my feet for weeks, the kids haven't had any interest in visiting their father while he was being detained. I don't blame them either. His decision to use that Ouija board opened a wound that we can never close. The trauma inflicted that day will last a lifetime. Even so, I know that my husband isn't that bad guy. He's a victim too. God, I wish I could just make all those go away. I want to go back to being a big, happy family again. But I know we can't do that. I have a feeling that as bad as things are now, they're just going to get worse. Because I can't shake the last thing the clown told me from my head. Goodbye, Annie, for now. Alright, that was it. That was a long story, guys.
That was a long story.
I didn't expect that to that.
I told you it was a long novel, and I said if you want to.
I didn't think like a that long novel. I thought, okay,
no, it was long.
But at least it brought us more of horror theme. You know, horror is Halloween. It's a spooky story. Is it true? Who knows? This is more like Indian Gnomes with the bros.
It said it was posted 5 hours ago.
5 hours ago? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna believe that.
Bro, it has to be fake because there's no way in hell. Oh, sorry, I meant to the mic. There's no way in hell where What?
Is your mic on?
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. There's no way in hell, like, there's nowhere on the news that, oh, some guy got arrested. And it's already been 2 months. So it would have been 2 months ago where this was posted.
But is it not here, dude?
Where would this be at? A different state? Different country? I don't believe it.
So do you hear anyone talking about the news here about the bodies at the Bayou River?
I mean, well, maybe regional. Okay, maybe you're right.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah, the body that's found on the bridge is on fire.
That was crazy. There's a body on fire hanging on a Houston bridge.
On 610.
610. But yeah. Y'all stay safe out there, y'all. We gotta wrap it up. We hope you enjoyed the story. First one sucked. It was a guy living in the attic. And this one was about a clown.
Creepy clowns is the clowns. Just to make sure if you're ever going trick or treat, if you got any kids or anything like that, you know the whole rule.
Check the candy.
Check the candy. Make sure there's nothing in there. If you see me, give me the candy. I'll count the candy. I like Reese's. Give me some Reese's. Christian, he likes
Snickers.
Snickers and Twizzlers. I don't know why he likes Twizzlers.
No, I like cherry Twizzlers. If you're gonna give me Twizzlers, I don't want strawberry. I want cherry.
I want some Reese's. Reese's.
Cherry Twizzlers or Snickers.
Reese's.
Cherry Snickers. Cherry Snickers.
Or
cherry.
If you want to get a shout out, bring me a bottle.
Thank you so much for joining us, y'all. And we hope you enjoy your day. Stay safe on Halloween. Look both ways before crossing the road. Farewell. Or not. And Christmas is coming around the corner. Ah! She's back. Ah! Bye, y'all. Thank you so much.